This Trump administration, from the top down, has proven itself to be sneaky, deceitful, and dangerously unpredictable. When you see federal agents flooding a city like Minneapolis with upwards of 2,000 federal agents in what's being called the largest immigration enforcement operation ever, don't act like this is some normal behavior from a democracy that's supposed to work with local officials and not override them. We've watched a community recoil in real time after federal ICE officer killed a 37-year-old American citizen during this operation. Officials immediately tried to justify it as self-defense while shutting out the state authorities from the investigation. Let that sink in. The FBI pulled the state investigators out of the probe. That's not cooperation to me, that's control. And then they doubled down on increasing federal boots in the community after protests erupted. Hundreds more on the way because the people got angry. This isn't isolated. Republicans in Congress are now flirting openly with the idea that if Democrats retake the House in 2026, impeachment could happen. Ask yourself a simple question, right? Why does he keep pushing every boundary of federal power, if not to consolidate authority? Just look at how this administration labeled a grieving mother a domestic terrorist before any thorough investigation was completed. That's the playbook of people who want to paint dissent as danger. Oh, and don't get it twisted. We see voices out here calling for retaliation against ICE too. Some of those calls even lean into dangerous rhetoric about attacking federal agents. But here's the reality. If that happens, if people push back with violence and chaos, Trump will use that as cover to declare martial law, a national emergency, federal control, whatever he thinks will keep him in power. Right now, local election officials are already prepping for potential federal interference in the midterms because they see this administration laying the groundwork for just that. They're not worried about a legal, fair election. They're worried about whether local rules will be respected if federal government decides it doesn't like the outcome. This is the warning. These moves, the ICE militarization, the denial of state oversight, the nonstop talk about emergencies and threats, are textbook authoritarian playbook stuff. It's how leaders in history have justified shutting down elections, grabbing the National Guard, and declaring themselves beyond accountability. We've watched this administration escalate from denying facts, to bypassing local authority, to flooding cities with federal force, to telling you can't trust your own eyes, all while telling us he's doing it for safety. That's exactly how emboldened power starts. By convincing people that dissent equals danger. And make no mistake, if people respond with violence, if we let tension become chaos, the excuse for martial law isn't hypothetical anymore. We have to be truthful with ourselves about what we're watching. A federal government willing to provoke, not protect, to override, not respect, to control, not serve. And the American people must see this clearly before it's too late.